into to basically to do business with blockchain. So without further ado, here's Victor Fang.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, everyone. So, yeah, how many of you know about smart contract? Raise your hand. That's it. Okay, I'll make it more entertaining. Okay. So yeah, it's a very new area and that's why exactly we quit the job from FireEye Mandiant. So today I'm going to talk about how to pound smart contract and make $4 million in weeks. Okay, and this has happened like not far ago. Okay, and that's $4 million. That's a lot of money, and that's roughly it looks like that. Okay, but we're not going to talk about cash. Okay. We're going to talk about this. How many of you know what that is? Raise your hand. Okay, cool. Ethereum. Okay. So it's a cryptocurrency that is actually works like US dollars. Okay. It's even better that you can actually execute smart contract, which is a piece of code that you can run in the future, and is running in a decentralized network that everybody can verify. Okay, super cool technology. And actually, I mean, some of you are the real hackers, right? If you're interested, we're actually launching this game today that if you're interested in hacking this exchange that we call DV exchange, how many of you know why we name it like this? Does it ring the bell? Have you heard about DVWA? DVWA is short for Damn Vulnerable Web App. Okay, I think you guys need to attend the training outside. Just kidding. Okay, yeah, I will put the QR code later. Okay, and you can sign up for free. The game will be launched like within this month. Okay, and we're giving away cryptocurrencies. Okay. Okay. Briefly about myself, we launched the company Enchain AI in San Jose just like a few months ago in July. And we're invested by both Silicon Valley VCs and also Wall Street hedge funds. And right before that, I was from Mandiant, the Mandiant team at FireEye, and I'm responsible for the AI initiative at FireEye. And as you can see, the company liked me a lot, right? My face is on all the RSA Expos and all that. And how many of you went to RSA this year? Nobody. So RSA is one of the largest security conference, and so we actually at FireEye, right? I helped building some of the AI that was actually help detecting one of the APT group called the APT32. Okay, and in terms of my hobby, I play electric guitar, and I'm big fan of Paul Desmond, but my teacher told me to keep my day job yet. So hopefully I get rich or be more successful one day, and then I can become a musician. Okay. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about APT. How many of you heard about APT? Awesome. That's great. Okay. So APT, as you may know, right, is the worst nightmare of cybersecurity. Okay. And it's short for advanced persistent threat. Okay. It really means stealthy and continuous computer hacking that is usually orchestrated. And it targeted specific entities. Okay, it's not some random kids that put together some trickware or whatever, right? This is the real deal, okay, of the cybersecurity industry. And I'm very fortunate to work at the FireEye Mandiant, which is the team that actually define APT and actually keep track of all these APT groups, starting from the APT1 back in 2013 and all the way to the most latest one is APT37 that's related to North Korea. And the one I helped was at the APT32 that is related to a Vietnamese hacking, okay? And so I published on a blog on the Fireside, bless you, and it's some of my machine learning work, AI was actually disclosed in the Fireside blog. Feel free to check it out. And this diagram I want to show you guys, right? APT, right, is actually a long process, and it combines with all different hacking tools, right? It's not a single hacking process. If you look at it, right, it comes with all these components and steps, okay? And usually the APT can stay in your in your enterprise network for 250 days on average. That's ridiculous. Okay, now the question is there blockchain APT? Before I get into that, I'd like to introduce you the D app. It's called decentralized app. Okay, it's basically like a game, but it's running on the blockchain. It's in a totally decentralized world. Okay, and how many of you heard about FOMO 3D? Okay, good. So FOMO 3D is short for fear of missing out. Okay, it's a gambling app. Okay, that it works like this. It's actually the domain name is super funny. It's called exitscam.me. Okay, yeah, some of you are laughing. Great. So it's actually a top 1 Ethereum D app in July, and it's so popular that it even congested the entire Ethereum network. Okay, and this little piece of smart contract or piece of code, there's only like less than 2,000 lines, right? It was actually 21,000 Ethereum. That's worth of more than $10 million. Okay, and those are, as I said, right? Those are real money. Okay, and the game works like this. This is a UI, right? You buy a key to participate in the game, right? Think about it as like a gambling app, okay? You can participate by buying a key, right? A key is like a lottery, okay? You buy a lottery, and there's a clock down there, right? It's counting down, okay? So whenever somebody buy a key, the clock will rewind at like 10 seconds or something like that, okay? And the winner will be the guy who was the last one that placed his key, and the clock run to 0. Okay, that's a countdown clock, right? So I think just think about it, simulate it in your mind, right? What's going to happen, right? When the clock go to almost 0, what's going to happen? Anybody want to take a guess? Exactly. That guy will. A lot of people will rush in and buy because everybody want to win $10 million. Okay, would you like to win $10 million? Raise your hand if you want. Only a few hands. What's going on with this crowd? Okay. What is going on? Are you guys all retired or what? Okay, I will, okay? And that's why I put my key. This is my own money, okay? And okay, so if the game runs like that, it's not fun, right? Because it lasts for like up to 24 hours, right? And this game can go for months. So that to kind of increase the interaction, right? The designer of this D app actually add one more feature that each key buyer will receive the random airdrop bonus. It's something that, oh, when I buy it, they have a random number generated to see, oh, whether you're lucky or not, okay? If you're lucky, you get some return immediately, okay? To kind of increase the stickiness. It's pretty much like those games, like computer games and all that, okay? And unfortunately, there are bugs in the smart contract, okay? There's a few things I want to point it out, okay? This smart contract has all the source code published on Ethereum network, okay? Everybody can see it, and it's only like less than 2,000 lines of code. And it looks like JavaScript, okay? And it's visible to everybody, right? Even you write a stupid bug or like a business logic, it's all transparent to everybody, okay? To some of you, maybe that's embarrassing. Maybe you should just not push your source code there. Just put your bytecode, okay? And the one thing I want to point out is this piece of code holds $10 million. Again, $10 million worth of asset is hosted by this piece of code. And there are 2 bugs. Okay, now I'm showing you the real stuff, okay? Look at all the comments, right? The top one there's a function called, what's that function name? Is human. What would that do? Well, exactly. So this smart contract, the first thing, they want to block the bots from interacting with this game, okay? If you're designing a game, you better put that also. But unfortunately, there's a bug in that piece of code that the hacker can bypass it, okay? They can fake it. Then they get to the next piece of business logic, okay? It's called airdrop. Remember what I just talked about in the previous slides, right? You can actually win the lottery immediately if you are lucky enough, if you meet all this checking, okay, then you will be the winner. You will get the reward immediately, okay? So what's the problem with this piece of code? Anybody want to try? Just kidding. This is pretty tough, okay? And actually, the second part doesn't have a bug, okay? But there's a problem with what kind of hypothesis or assumption that they're doing, right? So Ethereum network takes about like 15 seconds to set all the transactions, okay? But how much time will it take to run this piece of code? Microseconds, exactly. And what will be the problem? The code is there, right? And all these guys, all these parameters, right? This is a pseudo number generator, right? If you have a specific input, the output is always deterministic, okay? That's the problem. It's like you walk into the exam room to take an exam, you already know all the answers, right? This piece of code is something that you can run locally, and you can only participate in the game when you are sure that you are going to win, okay? And based on our machine learning and artificial intelligence engine, right, we actually make an AI that predict all the transactions, whether it's a malicious transaction or a regular participant, okay? So we call it lucky hackers. The reason we call it, why we call it, is this group of hackers only contribute to almost like 10% of the entire transactions, okay? But how much they make? They make half of the dollar in the prize pool. Super lucky. If you use your regular like a tool to participate in this game, you will always lose. Okay, you almost always lose. At least I didn't win any of the airdrop randomly. Okay. And remember the advanced persistent threat definition. Okay. Advanced and persistent, right? Remember persistent. This guy has a specific target, right? It's a formal 3D smart contract. And this is how they behave. How the hacker are engaging with this game, okay? This is actually when the first day that the game launched is actually in July the 3rd or something like that, okay? And the curve here means like the hourly attempt of the malicious transaction. As you can see, since the game launch day, there are already attempts trying to break it, right? There are so many smart people in the world, okay? So, and then here, what do you guess? What would you name it? This box here. Exactly. Are you a hacker? It looks like you look like a hacker. Maybe it's him. Okay, so this is probably like all the hacking process, right? At the beginning, you will be people that try to poke it, right? You have to do it, right? To poke it. And then what happened here? They launched it. They found out, oh crap, yes, I found it. I found the solution to hack this smart contract. Then this guy launched a huge hacking campaign, okay? And he's using super like sophisticated tool, okay? This is not by human, okay? This is by a whole bunch of bots that will write smart contract. It's like a bot writing bots, okay? And it goes up to like, the hourly attacks goes up to like 132 attacks per hour. That's ridiculous. The Ethereum network is actually, the daily transaction is already peak at what? 1 million per day. And this guy can launch like, this is only one address, by the way. This is only one D app in the entire Ethereum network, okay? And then what happened here? Why did they stop? Why did the hackers stop? Take a guess. Why did they stop? They retire? Because the money is gone. This deal stole $4 million in this box. If you add them up, that's $4 million, okay? Would you do it? Sounds easy, right? Okay, and if you really drill down to the transaction, again, this is all public information, okay? So That's the 90% return of investment. Okay, it's better than your 401k portfolio probably. So it's complicated. Okay, again, this is a super sophisticated attack. Okay, but at the end of the day, all you need to know is you put 0.1 Ethereum in, and how much you get? 0.19. Okay, that stupid piece of smart contract will give you 0.09 more Ethereum back to you because you win that airdrop. Okay. So using our knowledge graph and machine learning, right? This is actually what's happening. So on the top, that's the game contract that hosting $10 million. And down there, this little guy, right? We call it the captain, okay? And I just checked this guy is still active like 3 hours ago. This guy is probably here. Maybe he's in the room. I don't know. Raise your hand if you are this guy. No, raise your hand if you're not this guy. I will tell you that. I won't tell you that, sorry. So, and each dot in the knowledge graph here, right? It's one it's one address in the Ethereum, okay? And the size means like the value of the Ethereum that they hold, okay? And why is this weird? Can anybody guess why is that weird? Remember this smart contract, right? What was the first thing they're checking in the smart contract? Is human, right? And each of those little dots there's actually 50,000 of them, okay? 50,000 of piece of smart contract running them, and they try to attack this guy. And each of them are one piece of code in the middle, okay? And we will check, like in August, this guy, this single wallet there, it has $150,000, okay? Raise your hand if you make less than that per year. Anyway, just joking, man. Hey, you guys are not fun, man. I want to present this in the DevCon, okay? I want you guys, every of you are there, okay? And we're holding a martini or something on my hand. So, okay, and remember, advanced persistent threat, okay? Advanced. This guy absolutely knows what he's doing, okay? As I said, on the blockchain, right, everything is transparent. And if you're not careful, your attack will be learned by other hackers. So what do? Self-destruct. Say it louder. Self-destruct. Okay, he did suicide. So why? Why did they do it? So nobody else know how they're hacking it, right? Yeah. So now we know the answer. There's a blockchain APT is already there, okay? And this is our definition, okay? We're the first team in the world that define BAPT, okay? The only thing that we add is this hacker attack targeting a blockchain entity, okay? It could be Ethereum, it could be EOS, it could be anything. And this is all the 30,000 addresses that are involved, and this is coming from like about 2 million transactions that interacting with this game, okay? Just within a few weeks, okay? And I hope you stop recording this one because we have all the addresses. No, just kidding. That's fine. All the addresses, okay? So you kind of like I hope I can convince you that we're doing the real stuff, not some random graph, okay? Okay, but that's not the end, right? They found a new target, okay? And you know China has a lot of copycats, okay, including smart contracts. So this game is funny, man. This is called The Last Winner, okay? And you won't, if you Google it, you won't be able to find a lot of them. Maybe now you Google it, you're going to find our investigation report, okay? But this game apparently is an Android app, okay? And it works exactly like Foremost 3D. That's what they say in the description of the Android app, okay? They say the game works like Foremost 3D. And what they do is they took the code from Foremost 3D, okay? They hosted a game. Unfortunately, these guys are so lazy. that they didn't even bother to change the code, to fix the bug, okay? Similar bytecode, same bugs. I think that based on our bytecode reverse engineering, the only thing they added is probably like those addresses that they can drain the money out to pay the developers. That's the only thing they changed. They keep the rest of them. And it's funny enough, this game was actually ranked the top 5 D app in 2018, August. $9 million worth of Ethereum sitting in this piece of copycat smart contract called Last Winner. And that's where we start publishing this, and that's where we decided to launch the company. So that same group of hackers, actually there are 2 groups, okay? Each of them comes with is a group, okay? It's not one individual. This guy worked together, orchestrated. And there's about 6 addresses that we call it the BAPT F3D, and there's 5 addresses. We call it the BAPT LW, because I'm from Fire Indian, okay? We need to call it something like that, okay? So, and it's funny enough that I actually contacted this guy. And I pinged him and said, oh, hey, he was actually asking me some very specific questions. Hey, what was that address? Okay, I'm going to skip this slide. Use your imagination, okay? So, and as you may imagine, right? This is the first time that in the world that we published this. And this article went viral. We started with a Chinese medium because I'm Chinese, okay? And because the Last Winner is written in Chinese, we want to protect the Chinese community, not to be fooled by that D app, okay? And immediately we got about like 50,000 forwards, article forwards and all that. And a lot of, actually this guy, he's a chief architect of Tencent, the chief blockchain architect of Tencent. And how many of you heard about Huobi? Raise your hand. Huobi is the top 3 exchange in the world. And he's a CTO, Hao is the CTO of Huobi. Anyways, and the one you just saw before was Formal 3D. And this is the one called the Last Winner, right? It's similar, okay? It's basically the same attacking tactics. Because, why? Why are they so similar? Same code and same group of people, BAPT. Hey, the talk of this, the title of this talk is BAPT, okay? It's the same group of hackers. And so I think at this point we convinced the VC to invest in us, okay? So thank you, yes. So this is because we prove we have a system, a product that can actually have a repeatable success. This is not a science project anymore, okay? Using our situational awareness platform, this is the timeline that how we can detect it for the first time, and then we keep repeating, detecting all this, okay? and Richard Searson, how many of you heard about him? Richard Searson. Awesome. She's well connected, by the way. That lady on the back. Talk to her after my talk. And he's a CISO of Lending Club. Yeah, so I think he just left, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. You guys have some small audience in the room. I need to be careful. I need to be very careful. Yeah, anyway, he's a nice guy. He wrote a book, How to Measure Anything in Cybersecurity Risk. Great book. Go buy it, okay? He's my buddy. So, and this is what he said about this kind of, the impact of what our discovery. That blockchain, APT, could actually have a huge impact in everybody, right? So, as some of you may know, right? Maybe in less than 2 years, there will be an option in our 401k that you can invest in Bitcoin ETF or Ethereum ETF, whatever, okay? It may actually make you retire earlier, okay? Who knows? Yes. And with that, BAPT will be a critical problem, okay? It's like why the Wall Street, all the banks are so concerned about APT right now, okay? And this another guy runs the Baidu AI Lab. So he actually was an author of the AI for Web Security. He wrote 3 books. Smart guy. If you know somebody that can publish 3 books, Make friends with them, okay? And this is his opinion, okay? Blockchain situational awareness will be a standard product for financial institutes, just like why people are buying those threat intelligence today. Okay, so how much time do we have? Oh, wow, I still have half an hour. What am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna talk about the commercial stuff. Just kidding. So the mission. So N-Chain AI, we want to be the Visa for blockchain. Okay, I know that's a long shot, but we have to have a bold target so the VC will invest in us. For those of you who want to start a company, yeah, take notes, okay? So, our AI proactively protect blockchain transactions. And let's look at the media and all that, right? How many of you heard about Maple Change? It's a Canadian crypto exchange that just compromised 2 weeks ago. Okay? And how many of you heard about Binance? Raise your hand if you know Binance. Cool. So Binance is the top one in the top one crypto exchange in the world. All right. CJ is the CEO of that exchange. And why do they publish this? And they say it twice. All funds are safe. Okay. And that funds are safe. If Facebook or Google send you an email saying that, oh, hey, your data are still safe, although there's some crazy news out there, what would you think? Okay. So, we kind of, we published some of the my sharing article, right? Blockchain security is still super early, okay? And in our mind, right? So there's 3 critical problems, 3 eternal themes for blockchain security, right? And no matter how blockchain evolve, in my mind, those 3 pieces of problem will be there. The first one is transaction security. Blockchain is great because there's a lot of transactions happening, okay? This is like the payment system. This is like Visa. This is like MasterCard, right? They are valuable because the people are making transactions, okay? And then the second one is the code security. I really like smart contract, this idea of smart contract is great. This is actually revolutionary, okay? And maybe not all of you know about smart contract today, but I'm sure next year, maybe a lot of you will start applying the job that can write Solidity or whatever smart contract language. And by the way, Solidity engineers are the most highest pay in Silicon Valley right now, okay? The hourly rate can go up to $1,000 per hour. Just FYI, okay? And then the third one is infrastructure security. That's also a big topic, right? Infrastructure, meaning, so blockchain security actually is based on internet, right? A lot of them are based on internet, right? So if your internet layer is not secure, right? It's going to break your blockchain also, right? And also, there's a lot of mathematics get built into blockchain, right? Like the consensus algorithms, right? POW, POS, DPoS, and all those, right? So their mathematics could be vulnerable too, right? And those all related to infrastructure security. And we try to build a company that protect all 3 of them, but we started with transaction security, okay? And just to give you a little bit of the market and so show you some numbers, right? Ethereum transaction per day, right? It's actually peak at 1.5 million transaction per day. Right now, Ethereum is still growing. It's still a small blockchain, right? It's only the number 2 of the cryptocurrency. But 1.5 million transactions in the world they are making every day. I think that's a lot for now. And there are already 11,000 crypto exchanges in the world. Although the top 3 is like Binance, Huobi, and OK Exchange, right? But there's a lot of medium and it's a super long tail distribution, okay? And this entire crypto market cap is already $300 billion. Do you have an idea what this number means? The entire network security industry is only $80 billion, $80 billion. If you add up all the companies, the cybersecurity company that you know, Symantec, FireEye, McAfee, whatever, add them up, it's only 80. This guy already has 300 billion. That's ridiculous. And it's real. Look at this is one of the websites we keep keep a close eye on it, right? So this is all the D apps, okay? And this website, you don't need to take a picture. Just go to D app, dapradar.com. Okay, everything is there. Foremost 3D is there. It's not even the top one, okay? And look at those, like the top 5 decentralized exchanges, right? There's so many people are using this every day already. But what is that like today, right? I just told you guys that this one, if you add up all these logos together, 300 billion, that's great. But it's just a beginning. That thing, that box up there, it looks exactly like the internet of 1990s. How many of you can still remember what's the internet like in 1990s? 1, 2, the lady doesn't need to raise your hand. So, okay. Wow, this is such a young crowd. Okay, as you remember, I started using the internet back in 1997 or something. And it costs like $50 per hour or per minute or something. It's ridiculous. And how many of you know when those companies founded? Chain Micro, McAfee, Norton, Symantec, and all that. Most of them are founded in 1988 to 1992. Why? Exactly because of this. When the internet become a critical mass, that industry will grow. How about blockchain security? We're still early, okay? We're still super early. And there's already a few companies out there like Certix, Slowmist, Chainalysis, Segbit, and Engine. How many of those logos you recognize? At least one, right? Okay, good. Some of you are taking a nap. So, and I think this one, you guys, most of you should know, okay? NIST is a National Institute of Standard and Technology. It's a US government agency, right? This is the 2017 NIST cybersecurity framework, okay? This is the guideline from the US government that how we should do cybersecurity, okay? And actually, this is a great roadmap for us to create our company and define our product strategies, okay? 5 problems, it's not that complicated. The entire $80 billion cybersecurity industry try to solve these 5 problems. Identify, detect, respond, protect, recover, that's it, okay? And so right now, first of all, right, identify. We can identify all the assets, good guys or bad guys in the entire blockchain. That's what I just showed you in the Foremost 3D demo, okay? And detect. Once you identify the assets, right, now you know what are the cryptocurrency assets. It's like you are using NAP to scan all your enterprise network. Now you know, oh, that's a printer, okay, and that's a laptop, and that's a server. That server hosts all your CEOs, documents and all that, okay? Detect. Now, once you identify those critical assets, right, you can protect around them, right? So you can buy, the first thing you want to do is build a firewall and all that by detecting all these malicious transactions, right? And when shit happens, what would you do? Respond, okay? That's going to happen, okay? And protect, something that you can actually add a layer to prevent shit from happening in the future. At least the same shit should not happen again, okay? And recover. In recover, we grade out because it's pretty tough to do recover in blockchain. In 2016, right, there's a huge security vulnerability in Ethereum that caused the entire Ethereum to fork, okay? So it's caused by DAO attack. It cannot, in blockchain, right, this is a series of transactions that are written in the block, in the ledger, right? It's really hard for you to recover. But you can branch out, But when you branch out, you need to have the consensus of the community. It's pain in the butt. Okay, that's why we grade out. We want to focus on the first four problem. And right now we can identify and detect. And with more money, we can do the protection as well. So if any of you are investors, come talk to me. We're going to launch our Series A real soon. Okay? So yeah, so this is kind of to give you a feeling of what our product look like. Okay, it's basically a dashboard. It's like a SIM. Okay, how many of you know SIM? SIEM. Awesome. Now we are talking the same language. So look, think about it. This is we're building, trying to build a SIM for crypto. And how many of you heard about situational awareness? Raise your hand. Okay. So I think I need to spend maybe 10 more minutes on these slides. So it's actually it's a concept proposed by the U.S. Air Force, okay, by this nice lady there, and back in 1995, okay, and it has those three aspects: perception, comprehension, and projection, right? And this is what we're building into the DNA of our situational awareness platform, N-Chain. And another product we have is called a co-audit platform, okay? So we try to democratizing all the smart contract auditing. How many of you heard about smart contract auditing? Why would you audit a smart contract? Why? I just told you. So, but would that solve the problem? So there's some company in here, right? Anybody from Open Zeppelin or Consensus? No? So those companies, they charge you $50,000 above to audit your smart contract, okay, to look at it. They're a great team, by the way, okay? But the problem is that would that solve the problem? No. We actually look at all the legal document that you sign, right? When you engage with them, you need to sign a legal document. It's cover up to installment. Anybody know what that means? Cover up to installment. Hey, don't publish this section. That means when shit happen, I give your money back up to whatever I take you. And remember how much money was stolen in that smart contract. $4 million in 4 weeks, okay? How, say that again, sorry. So for example, gambling. And gambling, okay? And going forward, right? It could be insurance. Think about it, insurance. What's insurance? Well, State Farm promise you that, when your house got damaged, I will pay you, blah, 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 okay? What is that? It's a piece of code, okay? And right now, I mean, some of you may hate dealing with insurance company. I hate dealing with those guys. You spend 1 hour talking to them, hey, 1, 2, 3, yeah. They say, crap, I'm not going to pay you because you blah, 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 doesn't follow that. That happened before. I have not all of them. So Bitcoin doesn't have the concept of smart contract. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer transaction, but that's the first generation of blockchain. Okay, now we're at the second generation of blockchain called Ethereum, and there's a few others, right? EOS, and there's 20 companies in the Silicon Valley here now are building the third generation of blockchain that I still cannot wrap my head around. But smart contract is going to stay there because it's going to revolutionize how the internet works. Okay, does that answer your question? And actually, you can go back to that D-App Radar website, right? Yeah, I think this one will answer your question. So, games, collectibles, gamblings, exchange, marketplaces. Okay. Yeah.
Steve Wozniak got hacked out of $70,000, I think, of Ethereum. What do you know about that? How did that get resolved? Did you follow that?
There is specific question, very great question, okay? So that relates to the infrastructure security I talk about, okay? So specifically, what that means is a smart contract, or actually cryptocurrency is nothing but a piece of information, okay? It comes with a public address and your private key. Public address is like a bank account that you can tell somebody that, oh, hey, I can wire money to this address and you will receive it. And the private key is like your password to your bank account, okay? If you lost the private key, then you are done. Everybody in the world can take the money away from you. So there are different ways of being hacked, okay? So like losing the private key, that's the worst. Nothing can recover from that, okay? Once your private key is gone, it's done, okay? But I mean, nowadays there's also hardware wallets and all that that can help you secure your asset by not leaking out all those digits out. It's in the USB drive. Yeah. Yeah, like hardware wallet. Well, it's like I said, right? There's a different ways to lose your fund, right? In the crypto, like losing the private key, that's the worst, right? And it could be like simply like you leak your password or something of your password protection, and then somebody else can steal that from your wallet. Okay? Yeah, we can talk that later. That's actually just a huge topic. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. Very good question. And that's not rocket science. How many edges are there in Ethereum network? 100 million. I can match them up. I can do a brute force. Easy. We actually do it every day. By the way, that's our side business. Don't record that. Okay. What else? Can I just continue the smart contract, the CAP contract audit platform? So we actually have this one. We try to screw open Zeppelin, okay? By launching this for free, almost free, we build it into a product that we can actually scan all the known vulnerabilities in the smart contract, okay? So, for example, we already scanned 40,000 smart contracts. That's all the smart contracts sitting there on the Ethereum network, okay? And we can detect all those known vulnerabilities like re-entrancy and overflow, and each of those vulnerabilities is like a lawsuit. They have a story attached to it, okay? There's only 20 of them, 20 different kinds of vulnerabilities. We can scan all that in this free tool, okay? So if you're interested, yeah, sign up on our website for free. And I talked to an advisor, like he said, like, if I want to half my audience, I put an equation in my slides. And if I want to double it, I put a no offense. This is a real story, okay? This blockchain is called Fang chain. Check it out. Great company. Why are you laughing? I'm serious, by the way. Fang chain got spent, and that's what they wrote in their website, okay? And yeah, you can learn about their business later, okay? That's our scope. But like I said, they got screwed just like 3 weeks ago, okay? The bad guys stole those hard-earned money. They stole $38,000 from this poor little adult video servicing company, great company. And again, we take this piece of code, and in our contract auditing platform, it only takes how many seconds? 49.1 seconds. Less than 1 minute, we scan all those vulnerabilities, okay? And this guy, they got screwed because they have this re-entrancy vulnerability. That's what caused Ethereum to fork back in 2016. There's still people writing stupid code, having that same bug. Well, that's why I like cybersecurity and blockchain security, okay? And there are actually a few more bugs in the smart contract. And if you get your code audited or scanned in advance, right? It only takes them 1 minute to use our product to tell them that, oh, hey, you better not launch it on the mainnet, okay? You launch it on testnet, but not the mainnet, because you have those 5 vulnerabilities. They can save the loss from those $38,000 loss. Again, those hard-earned money, okay? You know those money, where those money coming from, right? Adult videos. Yeah, anyways. So, yeah, in terms of the product form factor, right, we have like a commercial time, dashboard, and SDK, and like a wallet that you can check the address before you actually send money out, right? And also, in going forward, we'll start launching some SDK. So, okay, thank you. The end. And blockchain ecosystem security awaits industry standard. That's the first article that we published on our Medium channel. That's the day we launched our company. And again, don't forget to sign up this game. So we just launched it here today and then start signing up. The game will start it in a few weeks. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay. Question?
So if the smart contract has been verified by you or done something, do they get like a certificate or something like a signature that says that you guys have verified it? I mean,
So, okay, right now, I think you raised a very good point, okay? So in the Ethereum, there's an ERC20, that's the standard of that, right? And there's an ERC 721, that's the certificate. So right now, yeah, we're thinking about doing the 721 later, but right now what is really helpful is just the report. I will send you the report and tell you that, oh, those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the problem that you need to fix. And then you fix it, and then you launch. And you probably can go back to us, we'll give you another free scan. Okay, and that's how right now how our business model works. So, but we start with free. So, yeah. Any more questions? Yeah.
Do you provide the service of auditing smart contracts? Is that what the company do?
2 products: situational awareness platform to detect all the transactions to see whether it's a malicious transaction or not. Right? It's more like a dashboard. And also smart contract auditing.
So situational awareness, like how long does it, I mean, are you have to run that node on your server, right?
Oh, it's actually, the nice thing about blockchain is all the transactions are sitting there on the ledger.
Do you have to run the node or you just watch?
No, we already can, we have our own phone number. We are part of the Ethereum network, Bitcoin network.
So you have to have a node, full node for everything for everyone that you're scanning. Right.
We have all the transactions that happen. We have all the 6 million blocks of the Ethereum, for example. We have all those 10 billion transactions.
Right.
In the entire, yeah, we have all that. And our AI engine will go into all those transactions, analyze, and servicing up what you should care about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a dashboard. It's like a cybersecurity SIM.
Okay, so you gotta have that.
Yeah, but that's easy. I mean, you can set it up in 1 day. That's easy. It's actually only like what? Less than 200 gig of space. That's it. That's it. It's trivial. Your laptop can fit. This little guy can fit all the.
I tried to do Ethereum on this. It took me like 2 weeks to stop.
Yeah, we can talk. I can help you on that. So, yeah. Any more questions? Last questions? Yeah, we can talk. Always talk after this.
are you, all right, well then,